Hello and welcome to Taiwan Talk, where we speak on topics related to life in Taiwan. I'm your host, Trevor Tortomasi, and today we take a look at Taichung's newly opened mass rapid transit. I first reached out to Otis Sheu, Xu Taiming.
First of all, thank you so much for giving me the chance to talk about the Metro Taichung.
He's the director of Taichung's MRT Operations Division. It's a project that has been over a decade in the making.
More than 10 years.
Mr. Xu, can you tell us a little bit about your work with the Taichung MRT Company?
I'm the director of Operation Division of Taichung MRT Company. And now I'm in charge of 3 centers, including the Operation Control Center, Station Operation Center, and the Ticket Centers. So the main responsibility for the Operation Division is something like to monitor the train running, do the troubleshooting if system error occurs, also provide service for our passengers in stations as well as in train.
The actual construction of Taichung's MRT system has taken a little more than 13 years and has had to overcome several hurdles in the process, including the bureaucracy of obtaining construction permits, a girder collapse in 2015, and, more recently, issues with train-car coupling systems. But finally, after extensive safety tests, the Taichung MRT's Green Line held its opening ceremony on April 25th of 2021 and is now fully operational. Has everything been running smoothly since its opening?
I think it goes very smooth within this 1 or 2 months, including the free riding period.
That was the free riding period that began back in November of 2020. There were a few issues addressed in the free riding period that have since been fixed. Around how many people are using the MRT each day since it fully opened?
In the weekday, around 30,000 people, and on the weekend we have 50,000 people. But we get more passengers in the free riding period. So the free open times currently is just half values compared with the free riding period.
It turns out, yes, there have been a lot less riders after the Taichung MRT's official opening than there were during the free riding period. But there are a lot of factors at play here, so I reached out to someone who lives in Taichung for perspective.
The biggest challenge I think that the MRT has is competing with free buses.
That's Donovan Smith, ICRT Taichung correspondent and longtime resident of the city.
Because the buses in Taichung are free if you're a citizen. So what's happening is that people are continuing to take the bus rather than the MRT in a lot of cases because it's not that much slower and it's free. So that may be something that the city may want to look into, adjusting or thinking about policies that may encourage more riding.
Mr. Xu says that the Taichung MRT company is indeed looking into programs to address this issue.
I think the key is the ticket fare. So we have a discount plan for the ticket fare in the near futures. We might call it a Metro fan feedback program. So it means if you take a Metro more times, you could earn more discount.
And Mr. Xu says they are working to better integrate Taichung's MRT with both the Taiwan Railways system and the high-speed rail.
And also we have some plan to collaborate with the high-speed rail and the Taiwan Rail administration with some package ticket. But because we have 3 stations linked with the TIA, the Taiwan Railway station, and also 1 high-speed rail station. So currently we have some links about the TIA and also the HSR. And by the way, we try to create more a bus and high bike stop to increase the link, integrate the traffic conditions.
Now, some people have noted that the Taichung MRT currently only has 2 carriages available per train. I asked Mr. Xu whether there were any plans to change this.
I think it's mission impossible to increase more carriages in this Green Line because the length of the platform is fixed just for 2 carriage use. But according to the data of the ridership per day, even per rush hour, I think 2 carriages are now enough for transport. So if we have the need for more people riding metro in the future, we could buy more train to shorten the train interval. We still have lots of space to add train in the line.
Now, you've probably heard about the severe drought that Taiwan has been facing this year, especially in the central and southwestern regions. So the Taichung MRT company has had to make some concessions in water usage and implement green policies in their building design.
The MRT stations, we adopt the green building design, so we have the water collection and the recycle use system. So we could more use about water efficiently. And because of the severe water shortage of central Taiwan, we also follow a rule of the water rationing, cut 2 days per week.
In order to conserve water, Taichung's water supply has been limited to a 5-on, 2-off schedule, where the supply is cut for 2 weekdays out of every week.
So we now reduce the water pressure and the values in the MRT station bathroom. And also we bought some water tank to store the water in some particular stations in station bathroom. And also we decrease the train washing frequencies. But now in current status, I think the water use in the MRT station is just fine without problem.
Having the water cut for 2 days a week has had a major effect on the daily life of Taichung residents, and this ties into ridership of the Taichung MRT. Donovan Smith shares his perspective and some valuable insight.
There's some areas are Tuesday, Wednesday, which is my area where I live, and the other areas are Thursday, Friday, and that's where my office is. What happened is that the water's cut on Tuesday. The water tank would survive until maybe Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, and then the water would run out. You'd get almost no water. I mean, literally, like it would drip for a minute, and you couldn't really do anything with that. It wouldn't fill up you couldn't take a shower. You could only wash one dish at a time, and then you have to go away and wait for enough water to build up to do another one.
God.
So effectively, there was no water for Wednesdays and Thursdays. For the last few weeks, I've done everything I possibly could to avoid having meetings on Wednesday and Thursday because I can't take a shower.
Could that have any effect on whether people are deciding to try something new out in the city like the MRT?
I mean, because of the water cutoff, it changes. I mean, you have to plan your entire week around it.
Yeah.
You know, when you water your plants, when you can mop the floors, when you can do your laundry. So my suspicion is that some people are staying home more if they're unable to take showers.
Despite these outside factors, the Taichung MRT company is moving forward with its plans for expansion in the future. First, there are the planned extensions for its currently operational Green Line in the form of additional stations in each direction.
You know, the Green Line extensions, we still have 2 more stations eastbound. It's about 2.5 kilometers to Taichung, and more, 5 more stations, about 6.6 kilometers westbound to Zhanghua. The current status is we finished the feasibility study report and sent it to the central government. We wait for approval.
There is a long bureaucratic process for a construction project this massive. Mr. Sheu says it happens in 3 steps.
The first one is we need to finish the feasibility assessment report, and this report should be reviewed and approved by the local government. And then go to the stage 2. We need to finish the feasibility study report and the review approved by the central government. And then go to the stage 3, we need to finish the comprehensive planning report and the review and approved by the central government. And so if we talk about a Green Line extension, the current status is just in stage 2, so it's a far way to go.
The Taichung MRT won't just have the Green Line, though. I asked Mr. Sheu about the current status of the Blue Line.
Blue Line, the condition is, the length is about 25 kilometers and the 20 stations. It include upgraded underground sections. This metro line is just along the Taiwan Boulevard. So this line, we could say it's in the stage 3. We just finished the comprehensive planning report and sent it to the central government, executive yuan, and we wait for approval. So after getting the approval of executive yuan, we could go into the construction stage. So it just needs about, maybe we all say about 10 years, the Blue Line could be finished.
And I asked him about their plans for the Orange Line.
Yeah, and the other is the Orange Line. Orange Line length is about 29 kilometers and 26 stations. Also include the upgraded underground sections. This metro line is specially linked with Taichung Airport. So this line currently is in the stage 2. We finished the feasibility study report and wait approval by the central government.
Donovan helps paint a picture of what these lines may look like in the next decade or so.
First of all, the blue line, the big advantage of that is it starts at the port. But another thing it does is it connects via the Shalu train station. So it connects to the ocean line. And so you can take that and then go straight across the city. The orange line, the plan is to connect up the airport to downtown, kind of like the Green Line connects up the high-speed rail with downtown now. So if they have all three of these built, then from the airport to the high-speed rail to the port, it connects up the two train lines, the mountain and the ocean lines. So that would be convenient in a lot of ways for a lot of things.
There is no small amount of planning, construction, and safety testing to be done. But for now, Mr. Sheu says the newly opened Green Line is a solid first step, both for the ease of travel and for the environment.
Okay, this metro line is north to south direction, about 6 kilometers long, and I think it could let our passengers be easier to travel around the city and discover the beauty of the city. This metro line also links lots of parks, market, food streets, a business circle, so it could attract people go outside for eating, shopping, hanging around with friends. And also the metro line connect with 3 TI station and 1 HSR station. So especially on the weekend, people who live in other cities could travel into Taichung City easier. And because of this metro line, we think the use of motorcycles and cars will decrease significantly. We could also make some efforts, energy saving and carbon reduction. The important thing what our passengers feel about is Taichung Metro is very safe, reliable, convenient, also punctual system. Also, we created a customer service hotline to receive all the voice from our passengers, and we could respond immediately and do the improvement if it's necessary. So all we do is try to let our customer know more about the metro system and hope everyone has a wonderful riding experience on Taichung Metro.
I want to give my thanks to Mr. Sheu, Operations Division Director of the Taichung MRT Company, and to Donovan Smith, ICRT correspondent and co-publisher for Compass Magazine Group. You can catch Donovan on ICRT's podcast Taiwan This Week, a weekly roundup of the news in Taiwan, and you can find more episodes of this podcast, Taiwan Talk, on the ICRT app or wherever you normally find podcasts. Until next time, I'm Trevor Tortomasi on ICRT FM 100.